You heard of the term, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink?
Yes, absolutely.
Trying to keep bringing them back to the water, and hope one day they take a sip. But I'll never get mad at somebody for
not knowing,
disagreeing with me or not knowing.
Right. You're open to their side and open to a debate about it.
I could have a heated debate with somebody on this podcast, and we'll go out for drinks right after. It's no biggie. We have the news of Charlie Kirk's passing, which is really unfortunate.
It's a sad week.
It's so sad. I feel so bad for his lovely wife, Erica.
Daughter and son, his kids.
That's so terrible. And I can't believe the reaction. I can't believe we're even talking about the reaction. There are people that I've been friends with for a long time, and I get to see like their true colors come out. I know that they're real people, they're not bots, and it really shocks me knowing that they
let you weed out some of your Facebook friends.
Bring somebody on there, you want to yell at me? The news agencies went along with it, and there's a whole paper trail. There's some Fugazi stuff of how much impact, how much control we call a non-governmental organization such as NewsGuard or FISA has over all of our media. But then you look at who's on the board of these NGOs, and it's the government. That sounds a lot like state-run media. This episode was brought to you by Kick to the Nuts.
Do you think your opinions matter more than another person's life? Does your family ostracize you from Thanksgiving? You should try Kick to the Nuts.
One swift kick to the nuts is all you'll need. You'll be back at the Thanksgiving table in no time. Side effects may include becoming a better person, feelings of gratitude, job retention, and interest from women that don't wake up in rock hard full salute.
If you're allergic to any of the ingredients of Kick to the Nuts, you can also try Growing Up and Stop Being a Wuss for the same price. That's right. You can just grow up and stop being a wuss at any time, at no cost. Try it now. Please.
Call Kick to the Nuts today. So welcome to the SupWith Podcast. Your host, Dylan and
Russell. How are you?
We're back at it once again. Unfortunately, this week we have the news of Charlie Kirk's passing. It's really unfortunate. I can't believe they did find the guy. What's his name?
Tyler Robinson. Allegedly.
It could have been Mossad. We're not sure yet.
Oh, no.
Trying to work it out. Work out the details.
It's a sad week.
It's so sad. I feel so bad for his lovely wife, Erica, his daughters.
Daughter and son,
his kids.
Daughter and son.
That's so terrible. And I can't believe the reaction. I can't believe we're even talking about the reaction. But
it's bad. It's fucked up.
There are people that I've been friends with for a long time on Facebook. It's one of the things that Facebook is good for me at least. It's people I've been friends with for decades, haven't seen, and I get to see like their true colors come out. I know that they're real people, they're not bots, and it really shocks me knowing that they
let you weed out fucking some of your Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Weed out some of your social media.
Yeah, but I don't believe in blocking them. I know a lot of people are out there, you got to block everybody but that's not how we're going to heal as a country. I mean, we should be thinking about unity, and I feel like in the honor of Charlie Kirk, who was trying to bring us together, people with opposing opinions, you come down and you have this dialogue. Right. You open up and say, well, I believe this, you believe that, let's talk about it. And blocking is just the opposite of that. I can understand maybe as a PRN, if you need just a little bit of mental health away from certain people and topics, snooze them. There's a setting for that on Facebook, at least. You can say, I want to take a break for this person for a while. Yeah. And you don't have to see anything from them.
Or you could get off the phone completely for a couple days.
Yeah, you could try getting off the phone. Have you tried?
Right. It's I had to do that for like a day. I had to listen to a bunch of other stuff. Oh, he's on TV right now. You guys can't see that, but we can see it.
We got live Doppler radar of all trending topics.
Yep.
So it got me thinking. I thought of this, one man's hero is another man's Hitler. And it's just like how divided we are on thinking, some people are saying, well, if this person is so bad, they can just equivalate somebody to Hitler like so easily and say, well, if you could go back and take out Hitler, wouldn't you? But now is everybody Hitler because they sat next to Hitler in a refrigerator, or because you've been brainwashed to think that everybody who has different of opinions? I think there's so many steps removed, and we have this little thing. I don't know if you guys forgot about it, called a judicial system, constitution, things that
Right.
you kind of go through the ropes, and then they figure it out. And if they decide by a jury of your peers that this person's actions were so grievous that they deserve the death penalty, that's a different story than having some schizophrenic go out with a long rifle on top of a roof and taking actions into his own hands.
Right. I mean, we were talking about this before we got on. The bad guy for the right, or the boogeyman for the right, would probably be somebody like Anthony Fauci.
Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates.
Right.
Yeah.
But we don't wish death upon them.
No.
We'd like to see them brought in front of a court and handled, but
Yeah.
Nobody's out here gunning for them. Maybe they are, but I don't condone that, or I don't wish that. And I think the majority on this side don't wish that.
No, we just wish the truth would get out there and we could correct the course to stop stuff like that from ever happening again.
Right.
And I feel like it should be the same on the left. As much as you think some of the heroes on the right are Hitler, we think some of your heroes are, I want to go as far as Hitler, but not good people.
I don't think he was a hero. I don't think he's a hero to anybody in this day and age. Maybe a very fringe group of people, but I don't know.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, I mean, you don't think Bill Gates was a hero to anybody? Or
I don't think Hitler is a hero to anybody.
Oh, well, I haven't done too much research, but he was very, very popular. As popular as a chancellor can get.
I'm talking about like today, though. Like
not
right
today,
now.
Not today. Yeah. But if
Talking
you put
about in
yourself
America
in
today.
1933, like this is a guy is the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, he lowered unemployment rate and all these things to just get people out of the mindset of the Treaty of Versailles. I can never pronounce that.
Right.
Out of the repercussions of World War I. So, I mean, you could see just some inroads of like, hey, we think this person's great, but that's somebody's Hitler. Literally, in that case, it was Hitler. But
Yeah.
I think we should all revert back to our Constitution and the laws that unite us, and that's what we have to follow by.
Yeah,
It's not like we're united by a faith, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but we have so many different faiths. But there's no defined sense of what's good and what's evil anymore.
Yeah. And what's sad about it too is like now, there's gonna be people that feel like they can't talk to anybody no more.
Yeah.
Like you can't have the open dialogue, and it's like, bro, you don't have to know everything to have an open dialogue. You don't have to. I mean, it's just crazy that where we are.
They should have some conversation classes in class growing up too, because I mean, I could see why people they're so afraid to open up and talk about something, because you get somebody else who maybe they do know a little bit more about the topic, and what do they say? Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. You should shut your mouth. How dare you speak about anything? Da da da. And so it's like, all right, I don't. And you see all these debates on YouTube, and it's like
Everybody's trying to own everybody.
Everybody's trying to own everybody. It gets a little violent. It's like, well, I'm gonna maybe just shut up. But we need dialogue. We need more people talking. We need people to not be afraid to be wrong. But more importantly, we need people to not be bullies.
I don't know. You need bullies sometimes.
In certain settings, but like, do you need a bully when you're trying to talk about?
Not when you're coming from a good faith argument and you're trying to have an open dialogue, especially with somebody that you disagree with. No, you don't need to be a bully then.
Yeah.
You need to be a bully when you see some of the shit I've seen this week, though. A little bit. Just a little bit.
I don't know how the leaders on the left aren't coming out and full stop against it. Like, hey.
They made some statements, but that's just it. It's just statements.
Yeah.
It's one statement. They're never gonna.
They should come out and much further than that.
Yeah.
There was this guy, I keep forgetting his name, but he's a TikTok arguer guy. He actually argued against Kirk a couple times. He was crying on TikTok. Have you heard about this guy? Blonde hair, I forget his name. I should probably go.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of shit this week, but maybe I've seen it.
Dean Withers. Yes.
I don't know. The name doesn't sound familiar.
You might remember his face if I pull it up.
Let me see.
You know this guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see what he said.
Yeah.
He said, if push comes to shove, then he's gonna fall on this side.
Really?
And yeah, pretty
didn't-
sure that's what he said.
I did not see that. That's awesome. But yeah, Dean
The only
Withers.
other time I've seen him before that was like him like freaking out on somebody. Is that the same guy that like he has like the freakouts?
I don't know if I haven't watched him enough. I see him live.
I've
on
seen a
TikTok.
couple clips. Like I've definitely seen the face somewhere before, but I can't remember if that's the guy that like has like these full blown tangents or whatever. But he seen like when I seen the video, I was like, wow, he's very calm, very direct. Maybe because I'm only seeing clips. I don't really know who he is.
I don't like the way that he debates. You know, Dean Withers, he shuts down people on TikTok. Like, he does the thing where
If you're
you're
getting
stupid, you're wrong, you shouldn't be talking about something you don't know anybody. Next.
okay,
I'm like,
Yeah.
ay.
right.
Charlie Kirk gave you like as much
Gave you
time
the-
as you wanted. Let's
Yeah.
talk through it. Let's get to the bottom of it.
As
and then
long
they
as you
walk
were
away.
coming from a good faith argument, right?
Yeah.
It was have the floor, make your point.
I like that. But I did like Dean Withers came out and he had a good response for the Charlie Kirk situation. I wish more people had that sort
Well,
of opinion. Like, hey, I don't have to agree with everything you say, but I also don't have to.
I seen quite a
Celebrate.
few videos of people saying that's it for me for that side.
Oh,
Yeah,
how do you think that's gonna affect the midterms? Or
I don't know. It's too early to tell, I think, but if they're serious about it, then we're gonna see.
Hmm.
It's gonna be interesting. I wonder how it's gonna affect. I mean, I wonder if it's going to affect the race in New York or anything like that, because that's coming sooner than the midterms, isn't it?
yeah,
Or is that in the midterms?
I have no idea anymore.
I'm not sure.
I feel like it's coming up this year.
I think it
November?
is too.
I can look it up, baby.
Yeah, look up
But what's his face is in the lead.
Mandami. He's still in the lead.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
I don't know. I think this week was a fucking very tragic week, and I think it made a lot more moderates, if anything, made a lot more people move to the middle or move to the right.
It at least pushes people away from some of the far left.
Yeah, which is the exact opposite effect that this person probably had.
And it's pretty interesting. It's almost like a little equilibrium sort of. I mean, what you see it even in like the school grounds. Like you hate somebody so much in high school and you go and fight them. And now that person you just beat up has all the sympathy and support of everybody else in high school, and they kind of hate you now.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, a fight I understand, but killing somebody is like, come on.
yeah. But the intended outcome of the fight
Oh,
was
right,
to be
yeah.
like,
No, I get what you're
gonna get rid
saying.
of this problem, and I'm gonna be so much better off afterwards. And
Right, you just made more of a problem for
Problems,
yourself.
yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, one man's hero is another man's Hitler.
Don't flag us for that.
One man's Trump is another man's Obama.
So where are we on this? There's a lot of talk. You see, I was looking at it was just some YouTube video talking about stats about where we are with the Civil War dialogue, and they're saying like every year we tack on like 4% closer. Now that doesn't seem like a lot every year, but it's going. They've been tracking it since the 2000s. Every year we've been getting 4% closer. Now we're up to 40% or something astronomical like that.
I wonder how they would even get away. Like, how do they organize that in the beginning? Like, what could we notice? Like, what would be the signs if the left were to be like, yeah, we're going to start instructing our military to not listen to the federal government
Well,
anymore?
we're seeing it right now. The signs have always been there. Look at Antifa. Look at what happened in 2020.
It was like guerrilla testing grounds.
That's how it's going to be, though. Everybody has this image of a civil war in their head, that it's going to be a skirmish or a battleground, or it's not going to be like that. That's why a lot of people are saying, like, we're kind of already in one.
Yeah, but then what's the final outcome? We have a divided America, like there's
I don't know.
Kamala country.
It's either that we keep degrading, or or there's three options. We keep degrading the way we're going. We have a national divorce, which is, how the hell do you even sort that out?
Yeah.
Who's gonna get what?
Who gets the kids?
Who gets the land with the oil, and who gets the coastline, and who gets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not gonna, if you think it's gonna play out by what the electoral map is, it's not.
True, yeah.
But I don't even want to talk about that, to be honest with you, because it's like the other option, I think, is we have something that an event or a shift where we start to unify, and I think that this, on a positive note, could be, if something came out positive from it, it could be the shift where we start, calming down.
Yeah. Hope so.
Calming down also, it doesn't mean to drop guard. It just means, like, hey, maybe stop calling this particular group Nazis because they don't agree with you.
Yeah. It's the that inflammatory
Rhetoric.
I remember when you're like a kid, or I see kids, they use the word hate just like for everything. I hate broccoli. Yeah. It's
right.
Like, okay, no, you don't like.
Yeah, you don't like it. And you don't have to have it.
You wouldn't go and commit a genocide against all florets if you had the opportunity.
Right. Just don't eat it.
Yeah. It is.
There it is. Just don't eat it.
Just don't eat it, guys. If you hate another side, just don't eat it.
Try a kick straight to the nuts.
Shout out to the sponsor. We're growing the fuck up.
Or growing the fuck up. That'd be a good start. Just scroll on that phone, or put the phone down. Stop watching the video. Fucking put the phone down. Go do something. Go spend time with family. Start a family. Get married. Oh, I'm saying the things Charlie Kirk said. Yeah. Or not. Go spend time with your dad. Go spend time with your mom. Go spend time with a friend. Find something to do.
Yeah. I mean, I think people should still get involved in politics and take things seriously.
Yeah.
Have dialogue.
But if
even
you find
heated, but at the end of the day,
if you find yourself in a position where you're just like, well, gotta take this guy out, maybe stop and think.
It's like every
how far gone am I?
You have a good in sports. What do you do after you defeat somebody, or you have your battle? Shake hands.
Right. And if you lose, you go home and you re-strategize.
And I'm saying it's a battle, not a war. Like you hate these people so much. It's like you still got to realize these are your brothers and sisters. These are your fellow Americans. We should shake hands. We should go out and have drinks with each other and be friends. And I have a friend right now. He's dating this girl, and they are really hitting it off. He's not one to really settle down, but he's thinking about settling down with this girl, and she is a far left liberal. And he voted for Trump.
Yeah.
They really like each other,
that
but
must be
they don't know if they can make it work out.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I was going to say that must be a crazy relationship.
He's willing to say, I don't care. Like, we could just, our politics can be something else.
Right. It can be separate, but...
And she's entertaining it, but we don't know how it's going to turn out.
I hope it turns out good, because politics isn't everything.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be everything.
Love is stronger than politics.
It should be.
Is your love stronger than your hatred for Trump?
What are they going to do, man? I keep thinking about this. What are you going to do in 3.5 years if there's no more Trump? I notice how I said if, because maybe the 2028 thing.
Yeah.
Just to piss you off.
Yeah.
But no, I'm serious. Like, what are you going to do after Trump?
The left?
Yeah, what is the left going to do after Trump?
They'll find a new boogie. They're going to take all the clothes that they put on Donald Trump of bigot, fascist, xenophobe, racist, and they're going to put it on somebody else and say, this guy is even worse.
Right.
You thought the last guy was bad?
They've been doing that since the 60s.
Yeah.
I watched Louder with Crowder, Steven Crowder. I watched one of his videos. He laid that out perfectly. It was like, Reagan's a Nazi. Fucking Nixon's a Nazi. Fucking all these guys all the way up. Bush is a Nazi. Bush is a Nazi. The son's a Nazi.
Yeah. It is a much deeper question here because it's obviously working as far as they're getting their agendas pushed through left and right by riling up the bases and doing this,
Yeah.
political ideology.
I think because everybody gave a shit at that point. They're like, I don't want to be called a Nazi. I don't want to be called this. Or nobody cares about that anymore, I think. I mean, not nobody, but a lot more people are saying, call me whatever the fuck you want. I'm still voting for what I vote for.
Yeah.
That's it. And now we're at the point where, bullets are flying because that's not working. They're having a tantrum that the words aren't working, so now we got to get violent again. It's crazy.
Gotta get violent.
Because that just made 1,000 more people want to do what he was doing.
Yeah. Hey, who is the real threat to democracy?
Yeah.
The party that approves of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, or the party who
wants to sit down and have a talk?
Yeah, it's trying to make America healthy again and opening debate and dialogue.
Right.
Those guys are trying to.
They're trying to take your rights away.
They're trying to take your rights away by making sure you still have the Second Amendment and your First Amendment.
Yeah.
And then you have this other side who's definitely trying to defend democracy, but we just need to suspend it for a little bit, kind of like just get rid of it,
right?
Just for a little bit, guys. And we gotta do some things.
Oh man, yeah.
That's their thought pattern right now. It's like, we don't need law and order. We don't need all the things we've been fighting for.
Just defund the police. We don't need them.
Yeah.
We'll govern ourselves. We'll take care of it.
Great idea.
Right.
Trump versus the media. What can or should be done?
Yeah, you were talking to me about this.
Oh yeah.
On the ride up here.
That's a whole. I love, like, Mike Benz. He's somebody I follow for this stuff. He's definitely a great source, fountain of information on this, and he talks about the capture of our biggest media entities. We got CNN, MSNBC, even Fox News. A lot of these guys, they are really at the behest of large NGOs such as NewsGuard or CISA, the Cybersecurity and Information Administration Agency. It always got these acronyms. But you could see during 2020, you had NewsGuard. They came out and gave approved talking points of what you can and can't say about COVID-19, about the pandemic, about vaccines. And the news agencies went along with it. And there's a whole paper trail. This isn't some Fugazi stuff of how much impact, how much control we call a non-governmental organization such as NewsGuard or CISA has over all of our media. But then you look at who's on the board of these NGOs, and it's the government. So now the government isn't allowed to, we're not supposed to have state-run media. But when you look at our media companies, the biggest ones, and they only talking about the approved, talking points and staying away from the non-approved and making sure to condemn certain things, that ex-government employees, current government employees working on an NGO panel, providing these talking points to them and funding and networking opportunities. That sounds a lot like state-run media in our beautiful U.S. of A., who is supposed to have a free, First Amendment, freedom of speech, and the freedom of press. And when you break it down, we do have some freedom of press, but they're these smaller outlets of these podcasts that you find. It would be great if we didn't have to go out and do all this research on what's the best podcast, who's doing the best research, et cetera, and we could just trust or like not feel like we're actually being propagandized by the largest media institutions, but it's the truth. We are being propagandized, at
Right.
least ostensibly, when you look at CISA, NewsGuard, and these institutions that are basically a filter between the government and our media mouthpiece. So I think Trump, he's taken some steps towards, dismantling. I mean, U.S. aid plays a big part in propaganding United States citizens as well as the rest of the world. He has dismantled that to some degree. Still, large parts of it live on. I haven't combed through it to see which parts are, still there that would affect some of our reach to accurate, uncorrupted information. But CISA is still there. CISA and I believe NewsGuard or subsidiaries of that are still functioning. So we don't really, Trump hasn't gone
And
full steam. I
dismantled
mean,
it.
we're only 8 months in, you could say. But I mean, if that was a topic of his, I feel like we would have seen some talk about it at least.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is that like a campaign promise or anything that he's ever brought up in the past?
Well, every time he says fake news.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. It's kind of like a declaration like that you're gonna do something about it, but I guess because my question to you is that gonna be twisted in some way to you're affecting free speech and you're affecting
Oh, in the opposite way,
on
like
the opposite
if you
side.
get rid
I'm
of
trying to play devil's
CISA,
advocate.
you're hurting free speech. We shouldn't have NGOs who are loaded with government employees.
Yeah, well,
It doesn't look good.
yeah, right.
All right. We need to have as many steps away from government and press as possible. And just saying that, well, they gave me a pinky promise that they weren't
Right.
working for the government telling me what to do. But, the
Well,
pinky
these
promise.
NGOs, right? Are they all from here, or are they giving money to like foreign entities to be on like a panel or whatever?
I don't know about the funding. That's a good question. But they are structured and domiciled in the United States. So they are our non-governmental organizations.
Right.
But yeah, that'd be interesting to drill into the influence. My mindset has been heavily on Maha and all that, listening to and
Yeah, I know.
learning. I want to learn more about CISA and NewsGuard and everything because but it's so much to learn. I would love to have
Yeah,
an
you're
expert
digging
on
through a
there.
trove of how far back does it go? Who does it tie to?
Yeah, and when I get into something, I get obsessed.
Yeah.
I will.
I know, I
learn
can
the
tell. You have a
first-
lot more. You have a lot more like forward knowledge and deep knowledge. Me, I'm more surface level.
Yeah.
You know, try to
Right.
get in, learn the basics of something, and then say, all right, fucking, let's move on to something else. You really dive deep into
Thank you.
things.
Yeah, it's just it becomes a real dopamine hit for me because I start coming up with questions of like, well, then how does this relate to that? And I have to find the answer, and before you know it, I've dumped thousands of hours
Right.
into something.
Your whole
that
life got for like a month got consumed.
nobody wants to even talk about
It's
it.
good though. It's good. It's a good way to be, because you got more knowledge on the subject and can talk about it more.
Yeah. And I try to be a nice guy, a Charlie Kirk-esque, where I go out and I talk to people that disagree with it, and I don't just, there's a lot of people that are aware of smack scene harms, and some of these people, they go and they say these doctors who are pushing these therapeutics, they are the devil, that they're evil, and so that's not my way. Just because I know these things doesn't mean like we need to go and say like everybody who doesn't know what I know is evil, because
Right.
it's a learning curve. So I have to do my best job as being an advocate for the information that I know, and how do I get it to somebody else to you heard of the term, you can lead a horse to water but you can't make them drink.
Yes,
Oh.
absolutely.
Trying to keep bringing them back to the water, and hope one day they take a sip
Right.
of these are the things I know, and if you want to
Yeah.
incorporate it into your life, make some changes.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
Can't stress it enough.
But I'll never get mad at somebody for
For not knowing.
disagreeing with me or not knowing.
Right.
No matter how this is
Well, yeah,
one man's
because
Hitler's another man's hero. Like I might think really terrible things about these people, but still, at the end of the day, it's like,
you're open to their side and open to a debate.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't take everything so serious.
right. You can
And we
take it
could-
seriously, but not to the point where it's like can't talk about
I
it.
could have a heated debate with somebody on this podcast, and we'll go out for drinks right after.
Yeah,
It's no biggie.
right. No skin off my back.
Bring somebody on there. You want to yell at me? Let's go.
Yeah,
And then we'll get some spicy margaritas.
hell yeah.
But yeah, that's Trump and the media.
Yeah,
So-
where are we now?
Stay peaceful, but stay vigilant.
Yes.
Is that like trust but verify? Or
It
is-
means that now, that changes how people move forward. You gotta, unfortunately, yeah, you gotta take safety into consideration more.
Yeah.
And it's sad. But yeah, you want to have these open debates. I mean, we're in a perfectly safe spot right here, right now, talking just the two of us. But if you're going to be out conversing publicly, yeah, you got to be.
Yeah, be safe and stay vigilant. I was just at
Yeah.
a phone light vigil. We're in 2025. No more candles. I think a couple of people brought candles, but for Charlie Kirk, phone light vigil, Providence, Rhode Island. Beautiful scene. Hundreds of people came out on the steps of the Capitol, and we got to hear from some pastors. We got to hear from some local representatives. Unfortunately, nobody from the left side. That would have been a great unity event. I'm sure the invitations were sent out, but it's just the right side there.
Yep.
And libertarians showed up, and I showed up as sort of a representative for Maha in my own way,
Right.
my own political opinion. And I just thought it was really great. Everybody there.
Peaceful.
Staying peaceful. Yeah, and then there was you could see these people. It's funny, they had like the same shirts on and stuff too. They're part of, I forget the name of the group, but they were like unarmed voluntary security guards, and they were all around the perimeter and just watching people.
Yeah. Staying
it
on
felt
their
good.
toes. Yeah.
It felt good. And there were a lot of state troopers and officers, so probably more so than we would have had a week ago.
Yeah. Right.
But stay peaceful. The crowd was very peaceful. We had, I think it was like 3 people showed up that you could tell were obviously in disagreement.
But nothing happened.
But besides just having a very disgusted look on their face, and I think they got into a quiet argument with somebody. But besides that, it wasn't a screaming match, and they weren't making.
Yeah. You notice how nothing's on fire right
Yeah.
now, right? So.
That's pretty good. Oh yeah, huh? You get
Right.
one side mad.
And cities
We
burned
have
down.
a phone light vigil. You get another side mad. Cop cars, which are normally supposed to be on their tires, are now
Right.
sitting on the roofs.
Yeah.
Funny.
You mean they're sitting on their tires? Their roofs are pointed up?
And the roofs are down, tires are up
Yeah.
and
that's
on fire
on fire.
because that's just their way. That's their phone light vigil.
Right.
The left's
They'll
phone light
bring
vigil
a cop car for a
is
candle.
burning cop cars,
Right.
and then they all sing in harmony, which just sounds like a schizophrenic stream.
Hmm.
And that's the America we live in today, guys.
Yeah.
Hear
Oh.
ye.
Eee.
So you want to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Pros and cons of a national divorce. What's going to happen when the left wants to take the kids and just go live in California? What's going to happen?
Well, I'll tell you what they're not going to be. Nuclear armed power if they do that.
Yeah. Yeah, where are? I guess all the.
Because if you secede, then we're taking our subs and we're taking our shit back.
Yeah. Well, if you were to cut the lines, I wonder where all the military are there more there's probably more military bases
There is
in red
more.
states.
There is more. I was looking at the stat. There is a decent amount. I think most of the reserves are from California. Yeah. But That would be in a scenario where California, just by itself, seceded.
Yeah.
And then, well, sorry, but this is a collective. You're not getting the nukes. You're not keeping a little stockpile for you.
And where
So
are
you
the
might be the
nukes?
fourth largest economy, but you're gonna be you're not keeping the infrastructure.
Nukes are in what? Montana, Texas.
Montana, Wyoming, and North Dakota, I believe, or South Dakota. But that's only one arm of the triad of nukes that we have.
Oh.
We got nukes on subs too.
Oh.
And I'm saying the subs are coming back.
Red subs.
Or if just you can keep the subs, but we're taking the nukes out of them.
Yeah. That's very interesting. I don't know how it happened. I'd like to study the Civil War a little better too, because like the little details of how they how that started, what factions within the government did, how do they divide certain things up, like the first steps.
Oh well, how
That'll
they
be next
how
on
they
my
did?
obsession.
They took it. It was I think the first, if I'm not mistaken, I think the first thing they took over was like a fort. I want to say it's in South Carolina or North Carolina. They kicked out all the soldiers, and they took the fort.
What?
History.
Yeah. But then you would have the government response.
They did. They went down there and fucked them up.
And was
a couple
it
of years later.
Sounds like it might not have been a united response if they got away with it, and then it was a couple years later that they.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think that people get hung up on the Civil War of the 1860s, and I don't think that a Civil War today is going to look anything like that. If it were to happen. If you look at more modern civil wars, it's the telltale signs of it are kind of what we're living through right now. And that's why the topic keeps getting brought up. You've got factions and gangs, or not gangs, but like militias forming, different groups.
I don't think it would happen. Imagine this: Facebook. The United States starts dividing up, and then Facebook would probably get penalized by the rules, the bones of the America, saying if you provide services to these defecting citizens, and
we're taking over your company, or
we're gonna sue you to oblivion. So then, and it might be from every faction, utility companies, cell phone providers. You become like so then they would have to get all these services from other, other countries.
It's really hard to sit here and predict like what would happen and how it would happen. But yeah, I think something like that's not far off. Because when you see like these modern civil wars, they're in countries that, not that they have nothing or whatnot, but it's not. Facebook doesn't hang in the balance because that's an American-based industry. Google doesn't hang in the balance because it's an American industry. It's all here.
Yeah.
So they fight over who's getting the grid over there.
Yeah, they would want to fight for it, but in the beginnings, I'm saying it would be, we don't know what it's going to turn out to, and then if we see you helping out over there, they could just create sweeping legislation or fees against these countries for aiding and abetting a terrorist organization, which is what they'll probably deem the fleeting states.
I don't know. It's and by the way, like I hope this isn't coming across as like an advocation for any of that. Like
this is just.
I really hope it does not happen.
Yeah.
I think the best solution is coming together.
Yep.
We
are, what do you call that? United we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah.
We can't be a divided country. Then
it's not going to work out good for any of us. And remember, there are everybody talks about, China, Russia, Mossad. We talk about all these places. You don't think that? I mean, I know that people have thought about this in the back of their head, no matter what side they're on. That these countries are gonna want to take advantage of that the second it happens.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yeah, do you think that they're gonna side with you and really care about your best interest on any side of it?
No.
Well, the best
They're
thing
going to
for
be
us,
like France, and just make a crap ton of money selling us weapons.
Yeah.
Selling us whatever services and help that,
they want us where we are right now.
So,
No matter what side you look at it from, those countries are rooting for that to happen here.
can you tell me what a groiper is?
A groiper? No, I can't.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's
What is
supposed,
that?
it has something to do with Nick Fuentes.
Is that like the new term for a grifter or something like that?
Oh, I don't know what's misinformation anymore, but the left is trying to say that. I keep wanting to call him like Toby Robbins. What's that guy that was Winnie the Pooh?
Like what?
Who's the guy? Who's the kid on Winnie the Pooh?
Christopher Robbins?
Christopher Robbins. Why do I keep thinking that?
From Winnie the Pooh, Christopher
Yeah.
Robbins?
But his name was Tyler Robbins.
Oh, yeah, the guy that...
Tyler Robbins, not Christopher Robbins.
Yeah.
Tyler Robinson.
Yes.
Yeah, my brain doesn't work. Yeah, Groiper is something to do with Nick Fuentes. I guess what I haven't heard from the main source, but it has to do something. I guess that's what like his people are called. Like you got juggalos, people who listen to.
Oh, what?
ICP,
They're
if
coming up
you-
with a name for these
If
people?
you're like a diehard Nick Fuentes fan, you become a Groiper. And now they're saying that this Charlie Kirk's assassin is a Groiper. But I think that's their response to he was one of us. Which, do they want him or not?
Right.
Are
What-
they saying that, oh my goodness, yes, I can't believe they finally did this. They're cheering in the seat in the streets, they're
I was just
making
gonna say
songs,
that.
and they're saying, but that's not one of us.
Yeah.
We're celebrating one of you guys.
Right. It's
It
all
doesn't-
your guys' fault, but we're gonna sit here and cheer it on.
Yeah.
And we're happy. Yeah.
They want
I
their
don't know.
cake and eat it too.
I tell you what. What is the angle for this? That because I've heard the case, right? And I put it up on there for a reason. If the left hated Charlie, then enter Nick Fuentes. Right.
Makes sense of that for me. I mean,
So they're saying that you had somebody like Charlie who was peaceful, sat down, whatnot, and Nick Fuentes. I've seen him sit down and have open dialogue, but he seems a little bit more extreme on
Yeah.
things.
so wouldn't they want him to be taken out? Is that what you're trying to get at?
No,
Instead
I'm not
of
trying
a
to get
peaceful
it.
guy.
No, I'm saying that if you hated this guy so much, now you're left with Nick Fuentes.
Oh yeah.
Now that's you've created a vacuum, and it's gonna get filled with people who followed Charlie, people who still believe in disco, but it's still some of it is gonna get filled with people like Nick Fuentes and Andrew Tate or whatever.
Yeah, that's why if this was an organized, because if you were to be organized, and then it's for what mission, and if it was to, advance some liberal plot, then you would probably want to start with the far.
We don't want to start with anybody. It's just
You go with, oh yeah, it's not gonna get shut down for this.
I know you got to be really careful on how we word it. It's
But
just
with Charlie, I'm kind of leaning towards the Mossad thing, brother. Right now, it's just too coincidental with his past couple remarks against Israel. He's cut off funding. He wasn't accepting donations anymore from Israel-aligned donators. Netanyahu. He turned down a meeting with Netanyahu in Israel. And then he comes out on Ben Shapiro's podcast saying, we can criticize COVID, we can criticize Epstein files, we can criticize all these things, but we can't criticize Israel. We can't even talk about them. And then Ben Shapiro's face was, "What do you mean, bro?"
Right. I mean, I don't know.
And then a week later.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's listen, I don't want to I'm gonna say this, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But this guy who's in custody right now, he needs to be watched.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He needs to be watched.
The next Epstein.
Nothing better happen to this guy until something needs to happen to him.
Yeah. They still haven't found the bullet.
What's that?
They still haven't found the bullet that entered Charlie. Apparently.
They still haven't found it?
Yeah, how do they not find that? That place should have been...
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. They didn't find it.
That's interesting.
And then supposedly the ATF was trying to keep the information secret about what was written on...
Oh, yeah. Steven Crowder being subpoenaed by the ATF.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about that. I just heard that that's what happened. Because he was the one who broke the story. And I'm just going to be transparent about it. I listen to that dude every day.
Nice.
And he's been right about a lot. Almost everything that he breaks.
Alex Jones of today?
No. I don't think so.
Right about everything.
Well, he was. Alex Jones had some wild takes, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I listen to Alex Jones too.
Yeah.
But no, I mean he's been pretty spot on about a lot of things. The one who broke the stories about the people from COVID, the Tennessee, the Nashville shooter that they buried. That story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Broke that.
Man.
So, just leave it at that.
I feel like they didn't do any investigation for the guy in Butler. The Butler shooting?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened there? Because one of the most high profile...
Yeah, we still haven't got any information out of that.
I know nothing.
All we know is he got taken out.
Release those documents and tapes because that's...
Yeah, I agree with you.
Fishy. I don't like it. We need a more transparent government.
Yeah, I try to give Trump the credit. He's more transparent than the last guy, but he needs to be more transparent, way more transparent, and way more decisive. Like the thing you brought up earlier with the organization. Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to be taking care of shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, realistically, there's way more independent media now. Everybody knows about an earthquake or something that happens in 10 seconds because of TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
They know
the last time Trump farted, but we don't know.
Right, we don't know this or that. Right, we don't know what we really need to know. What else do we got?
The left just made a few million Republicans out of moderate Dems. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we touched on that. I think that is I think the handful of videos that I've seen and of TikToks and shit about people, I think that's just the beginning of it.
I just thought of something. Religion, Catholics, Christians, there are tons of Catholics and Christians who are Democrats. Them seeing how their own party reacting to this I would like to hear what they're thinking. Because the churches must be coming out and hopefully in
No,
full stop. Like,
I don't think so.
wow.
And that's what's been the problem. You know, churches from, you know, I haven't been to church in years, but I've had a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses knock on my door,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of them try to stay off the topic of politics. They try to be, I don't know. It's crazy if nobody's interacted with them, but yeah, they're not. A lot of the Christian denominations, they try to stay out of that realm.
They can't though. They got to.
Well, I tell you this,
It's one of the tenets.
on an individual level, I don't know how. Over the last 5 years, if we're gonna be generous about it, 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how people who believe in Jesus and God even vote for this shit.
Yeah.
But you give them grace because, like you said, there's a lot of people that they don't pay attention to it. They don't know. But, I mean, the fucking writing's on the wall for a lot of this stuff now. And I think that what happened just woke a lot of people up.
I think so too. And if you've seen right before, I think this is one on Charlie's, if not his last post, but the woman in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, America
Oh
will
my
never be the
God.
same.
They gotta put some cover warnings on these videos, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that you brought that up because you notice how you couldn't find that video. You couldn't find the full video of the woman in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Right. Fine. I'm good. The first thing that pops up for some of these people that are searching up what happened in Utah is that. It's right there.
The
Have
Charlotte
you seen
one?
it? Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
They're not making that video hidden.
It's everywhere, yeah.
It's everywhere. And that's, in my opinion, by design. They want you to be scared and they want you to be quiet. I think the message behind that is, this is what we're going to do to you if you open your mouth.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Well, it also advances certain political measures. You have gun control can be talked about. You have the Republic. Can't say things that'll get me taken off the air because TikTok has its AI robots that like to take our clips down, even though I'm not saying anything bad.
Well, then don't clip this.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna say something. When 40% of a country is talking about civil war,
Yeah.
no, we're not. Neither one of us are giving up the guns at this point. These people are happy that somebody died from gun violence because they were for guns. Well, the argument's over. That's it. The argument's over. We're keeping the guns.
Yeah.
Because you people are crazy.
It was a Babylon B post that says, conservatives must give up their guns now, says group shooting at them.
Yeah. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. Yeah, right.
Give me a weapon. Why do you need them? You're shooting at me.
Yeah. No, thank you. Kindly fuck off. And I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Pretty please.
I was having a conversation with my wife about that. Like, why do people need certain things? And it's like, why is it anybody's business? You see what's happening outside? You see what's going on in the world every day? That's why. Because it's nobody's fucking business what I got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We need we have the Second Amendment to protect us from a tyrannical government.
Yep.
So I think we should have arms that are sufficient to protect us from a tyrannical government.
We had this conversation, 4 weeks ago?
So
on here?
I think, yeah, the Second Amendment should evolve as time evolves. It started out with, all right, you should be able to have muskets and whatnot. But now our government has access to so much more than just muskets.
Well, they're going to make the argument that, the government has nukes.
Well,
Then that's even more of a
to
fucking
some point,
reason.
if they nuke their own country, they
Yeah.
don't have a country. So nukes are taken out of the conversation.
I know
But
that.
they do have
I'm saying that.
tanks and rocket launchers and
right.
machine guns, and I think we should all have access to those as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Unregulated, because as soon as you add in regulation to the mix, government becomes the door between what you can and can't have. And they're like, because somebody was telling me, oh, we should put them in an armory. Like, okay. And so when a tyrannical government comes, they lock up the armory, and we can't access it to do
Right.
said Second Amendment. I don't know.
You know, and everybody comes into that conclusion majority of people want to run outside and just start shooting their neighbors or shooting people that they disagree with. The whole reason is to have it so you don't have to do that. A lot of it is deterrent.
Yeah.
A lot of people view it as deterrent.
It's just the same reason why people put things up in their doors saying, like, beware, there's a dog in the house.
Right.
Might make one of these homeless schizophrenics say,
I don't want to
deal
fight
with
a
the
fucking
dog.
Malinois.
And they
while
go to
I'm
the
try-
next house.
Right.
And if you go, you're in a red county and you got them houses that are loaded with guns, you might say, I'm going to go to the
I
blue
should get a
county.
sign that says that on my door. Don't knock and beware of dog.
Yeah. Beware of M16. Goes off at any time.
Yeah. But yeah, I should have that in my neighborhood. But I mean, you pick the wrong house, then the dog's gonna get you.
Yeah.
The dog
Sweet
won't. I
boots.
can't even have friends over.
I'll probably hear your dog.
Who?
They start trying to crack open a door and they go,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm out of here.
Right. And I'm gonna try
It's
that.
an
I'm gonna try
alarm.
next
It's
door.
an alarm in ways.
Yeah.
and a
I don't
deterrent.
need Simply Safe or whatever that fucking thing is. I got a
Yeah.
dog.
Cameras are a deterrent. There's some analogous.
Cameras are for proof of what happened.
Yeah.
It is a deterrent, but it's also like proof of how shit went down, what happened.
I see these clips on like YouTube of kids. It's usually kids going around robbing stuff, and they're like about to break a new car, and a kid goes, "Oh, there's a camera," and they don't break in.
Yeah, they just walk
They
away.
walk away. Like, oh, that was pretty good.
Right. Too bad your face is already on fucking camera. You jackass. Maybe just don't break into cars.
But as a deterrent, if you know the house that you're walking into, or you're in an area where people have the right to carry, maybe you won't do crazy, stupid things, huh? So it's a.
Well, they're gonna make the argument because all right. So Utah has open carry, I think. Somebody was making that argument. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Maybe.
it still happened in a gun-free zone, college campus.
Yeah, things aren't gonna just disappear. It's about making them less per capita.
Right.
You know what I mean? Say that all the time. Oh, kids that don't get smaxinated still have autism. It's like, yeah, 1 in 10,000, not 1 in a 32.
Right.
Or
Right.
1 out of 12 and a half boys in California. Like, it's still gonna happen, but there's a difference of the frequency. All right, we gotta the dose makes the poison here. Somebody still happened in Utah. I don't know
Right.
the details there. Maybe they're.
Well, it happened
yeah.
on a campus. Campus is a
Yeah.
gun-free zone. You know.
Well, actually, they made a law, something just weakening. I guess you're allowed to have
Are you?
some weapons on campus in Utah.
I don't know. I'm not a Utah resident.
But I don't know.
I have to comply with the laws of my fucking crazy state.
I've gone to these things, and they usually have the bulletproof, like plexiglass up.
Yeah.
You get a few of those in like the right places. I think because Ben Shapiro's going to go around now doing the same thing. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I hope he has some plexiglass up.
Yeah, I do. I hope so. Because, like, I mean, and that's fucking sad that we have to do that. Sad. You need to open up the insane asylums again and start filling them.
Or stop giving SSRIs willy-nilly to everybody and then finding out that the side effect of SSRIs to a percentage of the population is actually homicidal and tendencies. So when you find out that these
What is it?
Homicidal tendency.
No. What are we talking about? Not giving them
serotonin inhibitors. These
You lost me. What is it?
SSRIs are people take like what do you call it? Depression.
Antidepressants and shit like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my world. I don't know shit about medications.
Yeah.
How many people are on them? You think a lot?
It's one of the most, if not the most commonly prescribed drug in America.
Yeah.
And they're giving it to younger and younger, kids. Oh, you're depressed at 13 years old? Here's an SSRI. And to come off of these drugs, it's not like, okay, cool, I don't want to take it anymore. You have to wean yourself off.
Right. Yeah. Now you're dependent on it.
It affects you so much. And we're putting kids whose biologies are changing on the daily on some artificial thing that the body didn't know how to. They didn't grow up with it for thousands of years taking an SSRIs. And for a percentage of people who are taking it, that's why it's on the insert that says people have homicidal and the other one with the S, acidal, ideation when they're on these drugs.
I remember when they I tell you what, I remember I'll give a personal story. I remember when I was 11, 12 years old, somewhere around there. They diagnosed me with ADHD when I was like, or ADD when I was like 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
So the first thing they had me try was Ritalin.
Yeah, meth.
Hated it. And it literally made me fucking crazy.
Yeah. And then the tough there for the kids are like, you have to stay on it for like 2 weeks before you even notice the difference.
That's what they said to my
2
parents
weeks on,
too.
you're just losing your mind.
By 1 week, I was throwing I was yelling and screaming. I threw my pills into a microwave and turned it on.
You trying to burn down the house, bro? You need some SSRIs.
No, after that, they were like, all right, no more. But those are my parents. Not everybody has parents like that. They're just like, well, I'll give it to 2 weeks and we'll get them, And it doesn't happen to everybody, but I don't know. My experience with it is that they all suck. And after that, that's why I was never an experimental drug user.
Yeah.
At least from the doctor.
Yeah, no. I generally think science has done great with antibiotics.
Yeah, no, those are all
acute injury and respiratory albuterol. That stuff, great. But then we start getting on these anxiolytils and antidepressants, and I just think we gotta find a root cause rather than just treating a symptom.
Right.
Perhaps maybe there's a case for a PRN. You take it as needed as we're trying to find out what the root cause is. Maybe. But there's a lot of times these kids come in and like, yo, my son is bouncing off of the walls. What is doing it? And I say, well, it's definitely not the 600 grams of sugar you give them for breakfast at Red Dye 40.
Right.
So I don't know, doc. Maybe we'll just put them on this pharmaceutical drug for the rest of their life. What does that sound like to you?
I was going to say, like the foresight that, my parents and, I have now as an adult, it's like the best thing that they could have done then and they didn't know, you know what I mean? It's probably nutritionist. Go see a nutritionist.
Yeah.
And switch up the diet. Because I remember then I was a picky eater. I barely ate, ate pizza. That was it. Pizza, French fries, Burger King, all the shit.
Yep.
And that was it. And they thought because I was thin, I was healthy, I had good muscle mass, everything. They're like, oh, you know, but my body was okay, but up here wasn't.
Yeah. When every cell of your body is made of what you eat, because you are what you eat, do you want your cells to be made out of blueberries or Doritos?
Right.
And then what do you think somebody's expression is going to be, especially a child, if their cells are made out of Cheeto dust? Are they going to be calm students who are really ready and willing to learn things, or are they going to be bouncing off of the walls because their mitochondria doesn't know how to turn it into energy? Their gut doesn't know how to turn it into fuel for their brain, and body doesn't really know how to detox all these preservatives that are in it.
And unfortunately for kids and some adults, they don't understand that. At that age, they don't know how to say, hey, this didn't really fill me up, or I don't really have energy, or I have too much energy, and I don't know where it's coming from.
You're a child. You shouldn't have to be able to advocate like on that level to your parents. Yes, but they also, a lot of them, they don't know. And then you go to these doctors who you would think they would know,
but they don't tell you.
And they don't know because they're not taught. Did you know that most doctors they don't even take a nutrition course in all of their years of schooling?
No, I didn't know that.
So that's what the HHS is doing now with Robert Kennedy. They are mandated. You have to take a nutrition course before you graduate. I think you could go much further than this. I think it's just like one course. You should have a pretty good understanding of nutrition, but at least I'll take one course over nothing, which is what's happening now. For
pediatrics.
Yeah.
Like a pediatric should have to have a nutrition course if they don't have it already.
Yeah. No, they're just saying, breast milk is terrible for you and you should be on the cheapest formula we could find with all the heavy metals.
Yeah, I was just going to say with all the metallic shit in it.
Ay, Dios mío. No bueno.
Did we cover everything, or we still got something left?
We got some time, and we got a couple of things.
Anything breaking right now? Because I noticed that last time we recorded, when we were recording, the Charlotte thing was happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we wouldn't have found out anyway since it was being silenced. Right?
Yeah. No. I think that's when it was breaking.
Yeah, let's see. Oh my God, we haven't talked about the WNBA playoffs.
Oh my God. All right, so nothing.
Wow. Can't wait to move on to the next topic. We got.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Emmys 2025. The Emmys,
my God,
Russell.
no way.
We can talk about the Emmys or the WNBA.
What are the Emmys?
I don't know.
I don't know which one. Is that for movies?
I don't know. Emmys, and then what's the other one? Wemmys and
Oh, the Oscars. The Oscars is for movies. Emmys is for music, right?
Music. Yeah, they're probably gonna do some. Oh my God! What if they do some crap about Charlie in the left affirmative?
Dude, I hope not. That'd be a stupid mistake.
Yeah. Pakistan versus India is trending. What's going on?
If it's anything negative, that'd be a big mistake. What's up?
Oh, it's sports. Thank God.
Oh, we touched on Nepal, right? Did we touch on Nepal?
No, what happened there?
We were talking about that before. Yeah.
They had an election on Discord.
What?
Yeah. So I guess
the site?
The prime minute, what do we call that? Their like government burned down. And so they said, yeah, we're gonna do the voting over Discord, which I don't know about over there in Nepal, but in America, 13-year-olds use that to say the N-word while they're playing Fortnite.
That'd be like if we had the national presidential election on Twitter. You take a poll, which one?
Yeah, 99% for Kamala.
Oh my God, no way. No way.
We should have been using Discord the whole time.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Because she said it was a social media thing that was going on over there. She didn't really know.
Which we should talk about the videos, man. I I think I have a nuanced view on this because some people are saying we shouldn't have access to watch these videos. What happened with Charlie? What happened to the woman in Charlottesville? I think we should have access to see these videos, to see what's really happening in the world. We shouldn't be censored as adults.
They shouldn't be on Twitter.
They shouldn't be one. I don't think kids should have access to it.
No.
But also these parents should be in control of what their kids are. So right there.
Yeah, no.
And
I agree with you.
I think it should be on Twitter, but it should have a cover on it.
Well, most of these videos do have. They
Not
did
any
have
I've
covers.
had no covers. Maybe it's a setting.
That's what I'm saying about this one. I think there should be. I don't know. I think there should be a way where you can view it for. I don't know. Fucking. You should be able to. You should be able to view it. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about it.
YouTube is so captured. Twitter seems to be the place for free speech. I mean, we need more information at the fingertips of Americans, not less.
Yeah,
I just think
I agree with you.
There should be a buffer between, I'm trying to scroll for entertainment and then I see somebody getting.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Because like the first, like people were trying to figure out what was going on, and that's the first fucking thing they saw.
Yeah. So if there should be, I like, Facebook was doing it and I think Twitter is doing it too. They just didn't do it for these videos. Just, hey, are you sure you want to watch this? Yes.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, that happens on Facebook. I know that's like an archaic form of social media. A lot of people aren't even using it anymore, but I use it. And most of the videos that are graphic or whatnot are, do you want to watch it? Are you sure you want to watch it? Okay. There's like 2 fucking things that pop up in front of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it won't even let you play it, even if you say like, yeah.
Oh, I haven't had that problem. What do you think the motive was behind Tyler Robinson's Charlie Kirk fiasco?
I don't know. I mean, not that I don't know. I have opinions, but they're just opinions. I mean, if that's what's written on the bullets and that's what's if everything on that's verified, then I don't know. That's why I'm saying like gotta watch that kid.
What do you think about employers firing employees who are celebrating?
Oh, that was one of the ones I don't think we talked about. My opinion on that is I don't want to be the left. I don't want to cancel people for being fucking assholes and degenerates.
Yeah.
That's my opinion of it. If you're celebrating it, then you're a fucking douchebag. But I don't think you should lose your job for it. I think I'll say this though. If you're somebody that's like a heart surgeon or a police officer or somebody that is in control of, that could potentially be in control of life or death situations, then yeah, I kind of see the argument for you getting fucking shit canned. But no, I think that I think people should see what you're doing and bully the shit out of you for it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let the market take care of it. I think.
Yeah, let the market take care of it.
If I am a parent, I got, children, they're going to school and there's a teacher there that I just, they're saying that stuff. It's their political, it's their right, their freedom of speech. But it's also my right as a parent to take my kid out of that school. I believe there should be school choice. And if I don't like the political persuasions or what they're saying, I should have the right to take my child out of the school so they're not near these teachers. So because if you go the other way and you say, I want that teacher fired because my opinion, and it should be a widely accepted opinion that what this person has said on their social media is wrong. They shouldn't hold that opinion. It is still, at the end of the day, an opinion. And you know what else is it? If somebody writes on Facebook, I just voted for Donald Trump, and then you have equal backlash on it from the left saying, well, now that is, somebody's hero is somebody else's Hitler, and because you said that you voted for somebody, and then that person, they try so hard in the media to say, well, they're like this, which sat next to that, which means they're Hitler. And if you voted some way, that means you're Hitler too. And now you're teaching my student. I don't want you anywhere near my kids. So now should we fire teachers because it just opens the door for so many things of what we should be firing teachers for. I don't think it should go that. I think we should just give the parents the choice and the option to leave easily. They want to take their kids to another school.
I know. I hear your argument for that. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think my personal opinion on it, I'd have to disagree a little bit. I think you're teaching, you know, at least ninth grade and below. I think you should maybe be fired.
Should they be fired for voting for Trump?
No, that's different from celebrating somebody's death. And I know
you.
Yeah, I know that.
But to somebody on the other side, if we give
All right,
power,
I understand that.
then they have the power to do the same thing.
Right. But let me try to think about this for a second. I think the argument could be made. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I think that until we have I'll say this though. I think that until we have that choice, because right now we don't have that choice.
We don't, yeah.
So I think that they should be fired.
It's some states, so it's a state by state thing, right? I believe like Massachusetts has school choice.
If you're in a state where you have no choice, then
maybe you should be able to lobby the school to
say
you're locked in.
Right. Because you're locked. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's the point I'm trying to get at. If you have school choice, fucking I don't want my kid going there.
Yeah. So that was a big caveat of what I was saying. With school choice.
Okay. Then I agree with you.
Every state has that.
Because we don't have it here, do we?
And I also feel like it shouldn't be at the expense to the parents at all. Because like I'm not putting my kid to this other school because I want to. It's because I don't want them near this psycho that in my opinion. So
right. I think
I don't know.
That's a whole different topic, but I think that the money should follow the student. The money should be tied to the student, not the school or the district.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that's a whole other can of worms I haven't looked into
that.
at all.
We don't have to get into that, but
because then let's say nobody wants, because it makes sense. If all these parents take their kids out of a school and then the money's still going to this empty school,
the money
it
doesn't
makes
go
more
to
sense to have the money attached to the child.
Right.
And then schools will compete to be the better school to attract these children.
Right. That
sounds good to me.
Yeah. And people will argue that, well, that'll take away advantages for people in certain areas, whatnot. Well, it's not working out for you that well right now anyways, is it? Because they're getting the money anyways and they're not putting it into school in general.
Yeah. And what he's
because right now the whole reason why they're funding the Department of Education is because a lot of this money is going to administrators and not teachers.
Yeah. But I don't get the counter argument that these kids in unfortunate areas won't be able. It can't be an affordability question because it's available to everyone.
Yeah, but if you live, say you live in, this is just an example. Say you live in fucking Chicago, and nobody wants to send their kid to school in any of the districts in Chicago. Unless they're going to provide transportation fucking for 40 miles away for a school, then how are these kids going to go to school? That's their argument on it.
But Massachusetts does that. It's on the taxpayer, but Massachusetts actually pays for. You want to go to school an hour away?
Right, but then
they send it's like
but then everybody
mini buses.
Yeah, but then everybody wants to go to school out in these prestigious areas from all over the state. Think about Massachusetts is a big state, but it's not that big. Think about a state like Texas or fucking even a state like the size of Montana or whatever. Think about how much taxpayer money would have to go to transporting a kid from fucking,
this should.
Would they even get to school on time?
The state can hook you up for about an hour, and after an hour travel, your fault that you live 5 hours away from the nearest school.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the argument that they're gonna make.
Yeah.
You know, that we can't afford to live within an hour of a nice school. You know.
It also sounds like this would be very few exceptions, and maybe we could make an exception to the rule that if you live in a very remote area, and also, you're really gonna put your kid on a bus for 3 hours to go to
That's
school?
what I'm saying.
So it's a little bit of this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they would need to be planned out more. And don't get me wrong, like I'm doing devil's advocate, but I'm for that, like fucking school choice and shit. But I've heard that argument before.
Yeah, they come
plenty
up
of
with a
people.
lot of these arguments that it's just like requiring an ID to vote. That is racist, apparently, because
That's simple
people
though.
can't. Yeah,
$15
Yeah.
or $20.
we're giving billions of dollars to Israel. I wouldn't mind the $500 million it would maybe cost to help out.
Right. If you want to vote,
if that's what it costs to have fair elections,
you want to
that's
vote.
a cheap cost.
Yeah.
And the left is hijacking that.
If you want to drive, then that's different. Driver's license you pay for. That's not a right. You want to vote, you go and get a free ID.
Yeah.
But you have to prove that,
Birth certificate,
birth
yeah, you can't
certificate,
just-
social
you're not getting it.
security, everything. You got to prove that. Same thing that you do go through when you first get your ID at the DMV. Just, it's a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
Make it free. Make
I'm
it
with
free, and if it's free, don't go giving it out to everybody.
It's just- you got the eligibility requirements.
Right.
All right. Would you rather?
Ooh. Would you rather? Would you rather have a civil war
Yeah.
or
Or have to.
mingle in conversation with people you don't like for maybe about 20 minutes?
Oh my God. That's a tough one.
Is it a tough one?
No. For some people.
I don't know. I think I'm being pretty reasonable.
We'll say this to our listeners. Would you rather
Have a
civil war
or
listen to someone for
That-
20 minutes that
that
you
you
disagree
disagree
with?
with? Pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Let's see what they say.
I mean, I get it. When the view comes on, I don't let 3 seconds go by before I fucking turn it off.
Yeah, but are you going to go flip over a cop car on the street because
No.
of you?
I'm not.
Oh, why not?
Oh,
You don't love America enough to defend?
because I got common sense.
Wow.
It's a rarity these days.
More like commie sense.
commie sense.
I can't believe you.
No, they wouldn't say commie. They'd
Yeah.
say
Fascist.
fascist sense.
He has a real sense of fascist.
He's got a real sense of fashion. Those are
Ah.
fashionable. They're dressed to the nines.
He's
those
always
guys.
right.
Fucking. Oh, would you rather? What's a funny one? We can leave off on a funny note, a little lighthearted note. This was a more serious episode.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you rather marry Alex Jones,
Ooh, where's this going?
or maybe we could do a kill Mary?
I don't know. They might.
Oh yeah, can't say those words actually.
Yeah.
You probably won't be able to say marry pretty soon either.
Yeah. Well,
Blasphemy. Do you know that was designed in the 1700s?
that was designed to
It was
keep
to
women in
oppress
the
women, yeah.
patriarchy.
He said the M word.
Oh my god.
Brought
Marriage.
so many flashbacks.
What an archaic form of subjugation.
But we fought for equal marriage. No, don't say it. All right.
Use the initial, like the first letter.
Would you rather KMF?
Yeah.
KMF.
KMF. Okay. I feel like we're in 6th grade again.
Yeah, we got to put in the good ones.
Are you gonna put all dudes
Alex Jones,
There we
Nick
go.
Fuentes,
in it? You're gonna put all
Eric
dudes in it.
Trump.
Oh no.
KMF.
Oh.
If you
I don't
were-
want to K
no,
anybody.
Wait, no, 'cause all right, whatever. Who the girl wants? You got
I don't want to K
Tara-
anybody.
You don't want to K anyone?
I don't want
But
to
if
K
you
anybody.
had.
If I had to. I don't want to K anybody.
All
though.
right. Slap.
Slap. All right.
SMK. Wait,
We'll
no.
slap them.
What was it?
See, because we have common sense here.
Yes.
We don't just go and fucking take people out that we don't agree with.
SMF.
SMF.
Psh.
The same
I
three
don't know.
dudes?
That's putting on a wedding ring.
Oh.
But it looked weird.
I got one.
And
Shit. Oh, all right, so we're talking about the same three dudes?
but I don't
Talking
know
about
enough. Oh,
dudes?
we could do AOC.
Oh, man.
Who's the blonde one? Green, the Senator Green. Mary Tyler.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know who AOC is.
Okay, we'll do AOC.
What's the one with the hijab or whatever you call it? The one from Somalia.
No idea. Trying to think of Elizabeth Warren,
Oh, God.
and then Nancy Pelosi. AOC, Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren, Mary, F.
Oy.
You guys tell us. Let's see what Russell thinks. First of all, I would probably have to go age-wise. M.
Age for M?
Or
Well-
AOC. I don't want to. Well, hold on. Mary. No, because I'll get their money.
They're gonna think we're
Nancy Pelosi,
Oh, God.
because I don't have to deal with that for too long. And I'll get she's
Oh,
one of the richest senators. Mary Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, yeah.
Mac Elizabeth Warren.
You're taking the words right out of my
And
mouth.
then F just lands. AOC.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
You took the words right out.
There it is, and that's how elections are done, folks.
Let us know in the comments what you would do
Yeah.
if you had if you were put in the predicament, because I'm gonna call it a predicament.
And if you're a girl, you could do Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, Eric Trump. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, wrap it up. Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
later.